Hey guys, welcome back to my video and how are you guys doing? Firstly, a quick introduction. I'm RADHIKAKULKARNI. You guys know me. And if you guys don't know me, you can check me on my Instagram page which I have linked up down below. I am currently in foundation batch and in designing. I'm doing designing and I'm interested in graphic designing. That's why I've come up with this tutorial. And without wasting any time of yours, I'm going to talk to you guys about Photoshop and everything related to Photoshop. Now let's get on to the Photoshop.
Hey guys, did you guys miss me? I am so happy to be back. So let's start with Photoshop. Do not worry if it's a updated version or if you're using the Photoshop CC 2020, which I'm using right now. I bought it because it was my college requirement. Otherwise, you guys don't need to worry about it at all. Go onto the create new option and choose your custom sizes of the canvases, or you can select and make it or create it, which will appear right over here, the first file. I use 1920 by 1080 pixel, 72 resolution pixel as a custom canvas size of mine. If I double click onto it, my canvas is going to open right over here. Now, I'm going to go in my file and select open and open any horizontal image since my canvas is horizontal. Four keys which you guys need to buy hard whenever you're using Photoshop is that CTRL-J for adding a new layer. I'll explain you that afterwards. CTRL minus is for zoom out. CTRL plus is for zoom in. And CTRL Z is for undoing anything. All these options which you can see on the toolbar are nothing but the normal options except for two things, which are image. When you click onto image and image size, you can see whatever image you want. You can fix its width and height as per you want, and resolution. You can see my properties right now. And the windows in which you are going to find out every layers and swatches and every palettes which you don't have right now, every tabs. For examples, or if I'm not able to find out the colors, what will I do? I will just go into Windows and tap for my layers. Shortcut for layers is F7. But if I want my colors as well, I'm going to see my colors. Where's my color? F6. And I'm going to press F6 on the first row of your Windows laptop. And you can custom it as usual. See? You can custom anything. The horizontal parts, the vertical parts, anything. This right over here, which you're seeing, the very first option, is the artboard tool. Artboard tool is nothing but to move a move tool. Firstly, sorry, oopsies. Now you get it? You have to unlock your layer before doing anything. Then you press onto the art tool, and now you can see what can we do with the move tool. I can simply drag my image anywhere I want, and maybe just work on this much image, and add another image and then merge them. This is what a move tool does. Another is an artboard tool. I can select a particular image and create like mood boards around it. Remember CTRL minus to zoom out, CTRL plus to zoom in, and CTRL J for a new layer. Whereas CTRL Z, CTRL Z, CTRL Z, CTRL Z is for undo. Okay? As many undos you want, you have to press your CTRL J, Z. Now we come on to selection tools, that are rectangular tool, a lasso tool, and a pen tool. Firstly, a marquee tool. Marquee tool is in types rectangular, ellipse. These just are the shapes. Single row marquee tool will select it in a single row in a very pixel format, very little by little. So let's see what is rectangular marquee tool. For example, whatever image you want. For example, if I want this circle right over here, I will have to select, double tap on my keypad or double tap on your mouse and select that many image. Press Ctrl J and you see this layer. Firstly hide the very first layer and see, you get it. Then do Ctrl Z as I taught you. Ctrl Z is undoing until and unless the layer 1 goes. Again Ctrl Z because it's still selected. You can do a different selection if you want. If you want to add a different selection, for example, if I have already selected a square, okay, but I want to add one more selection around it, like a circle added to this, what will I do? I will go on to addition layer and add one more square. If I want a lasso tool is nothing but an ellipse circular form or a polygonal lasso tool. In a lasso tool I can select a circle attached to this. Since I am in addition, I can do subtraction and intersection both as well. This is addition, this is a single image, this is subtraction, and this is intersection. The area in between any circles, this right over here. Press Ctrl Z and get back to this. If you want to subtract anything, this will get subtracted. Ctrl Z. Now, if I want to add a polygonal lasso tool. Polygonal lasso tool are nothing but straight lines. You have to go into add. Of course, from the image of addition. See? Get it? And the easiest of all of these polygonal magnetic lasso tools is press a magic wand tool. There are three selection tools. Object selection, quick selection, and the magic wand tool. Magic wand tool, for example, if you want the entire flower, this part of the flower, you can select it using the magic tool. Or if you want a quick selection of a flower, you can just go and drag the mouse onto the image you want. For example, I only want a flower, so I'm only going to drag the image all onto a flower. And how to check if it has been selected or not? Ctrl J, a new layer will appear. Hide the first layer and you will see this. See? Very apt, isn't it? Now we will just do undo using Ctrl Z until the layer 1 goes. Everyone knows the option of crop, perspective and slice. Frame option is nothing but just the way you have to exaggerate an ingredient inside something, a flower inside a composition. You have to adjust the frame. This is a very important option to select a color. For example, if I Ctrl Z, because we don't want selections, okay. Now I want to select this color right over here. And if I'm not very confident that I'm going to get this color or this color, so what do? Control plus 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 and just move the image over, and then it will get zoomed in and you have to just click on this. Get the color. If I want a pink color, I will click here on this. I get the pink color, whichever color you desire. Control minus for zoom out. Now, how to use these colors? There's a brush tool which comes along with pencil tools and a lot of other tools which are not very important right now. And see, this is how a brush tool works. Okay? Whereas If you want to spot any healing brush tool or anything, if you click on this, it will merge it. It will merge the background with its layer. It will make it more darker. This is known as the merge tool. Control Z, Control Z, Z, Z. Then, now we have seen brush tool. Now we come on to the clone stamp tool. Clone stamp tool is nothing, but it's going to make it press Alt and then use the clone stamp tool, which will just duplicate your image and make it more 3D. See? It will make third layer of your image, basically. Control Z. And you can just look at this while I'm moving the cursor. See, this is what happens. Now, if I by mistakenly erase the background, or if I purposely want to erase the background while editing my videos, I select a background eraser tool, any kind of a eraser tool. But if I want to restore it, there's an option of a brush with a restore arrow sign, which is a history brush tool. And if you click on it, you get back everything in a rendering form, or you can also have it, see, in a blending form, or you can also have it like the way you want it. Okay. Gradient tool is nothing, but from the point you select to the other point, it will gradate into the color which you have already chosen as your foreground or a background color. If I change my background color, if I tap onto my background color as red and I press OK, and then I again do my radiation from one point to other, you will see a pink to red, a foreground to a background. This is a foreground color, this is a background color. You can just click on it and change your backgrounds as and when you want, and create your radiations accordingly. There is nothing a blur tool to blur any of your shapes which you make. Now, if we go into a pen tool, which is just like a marquee tool and a lasso tool, we are going to onto a pen tool, and if I want to select a curvy object, firstly, don't move your cursor. I don't have a habit of using this as well right now, so I'm going to show you guys this afterwards. I'll learn it, but it is nothing for curvy tools. It's a very important tool. Pen tool comes along with freedom pen tool, which is my favorite. Press Ctrl plus for zooming in, and you can just free-handedly select whatever image you want. After selecting such dots pixel comes, Ctrl J for a new image, block this image. And if for example I had a background behind it, then it, or if I would have a selection around this, for example this much, and I do Ctrl J again, hide the layers. You see this? This is just like a quick selection tool. Control Z, Z, Z for undoing everything until I get to the only background layer and unlock it, because you won't be able to do any editing if you don't unlock it. Text, everyone knows how to add a text and why to add a text and horizontal vertical text. Selection tool, you select any object. This is for selecting particular things and making the work or the path easier if you want to work it in only that path. Then comes a rectangular or an ellipse tool or anything. If I select an ellipse, it converts into the layer I have. For example, if I'm going to select a red color, so जो भी ऊपर का shape होगा, the same will come and get selected, and the color as well. For example, this. out of this. So you can make all types of layers you wish and you want out of that. These two are the foreground and background colors. When you press Ctrl backspace, your background color appears. And when you place Alt backspace, you will get your background color as your canvas color. And if you go to your this tool, which is a ink tool for some people and an eyedropping for some people, or a bucket tool for me, I can just simply go here, and if I want this color right over here, I can select that color. Or for example, if I want the purple color right over here, I select it, and then I can just press Alt backspace for that, for achieving that color as my entire background. Control Z for undoing, and this is how it happens. This last thing right over here is the layers and the properties. These are for maskings and everything, masking. So we are going to learn masking afterwards, it's not important right now. And this you see right over here is a full screen mode with a menu bar. It's like a standard screen mode. Which type of a mode do you want to work it in? Magnifying glass is nothing important, but if you want to work without zooming in again and again, you just have to click on it and drag it below for zooming it in, and drag it above for zooming it out. Okay, press Ctrl minus for zoom out, Ctrl plus for zoom in. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please comment and please tell me what all do you want more from my side, and I'll make much more funny videos. And from the next time, I'm going to have a camera as well, using my green screen to talk to you guys and chat with you and being more interactive, because honestly, this is really fun. So thank you so much. XOXO design. If I am not able to find out the layers,